This is the RedBird Advanced Training Device here. It's a flight simulator that has some motion action going on. You'll notice that they have these, it's almost like a little beam that goes between them. You want to make sure that the floor is clear of anything that the simulator could hit. Alright, so go on both sides, make sure nothing's on the floor, and after you've turned it on button being on this surge protector right here, and then the other button is this first one, and that green light should come on. If there's any faults in the system, you'll have a yellow light that illuminates here. Of course, we have the fluid that goes through the system to make the motion. Of course, for the motion to work, we need a beam to go between the emitter there and the reflector without being broken. So let's go ahead and turn this on. And it's going to go ahead and calibrate by itself. There should be a red light on each side. The fault light is going to come on and it'll calibrate to make sure the floor is clean and clear. Check the other side, look for the beam, and it looks like it's acting normally. And if someone bumps the little metal, white metal case right there, it'll change the beam direction and the motion won't work. Let's step inside. So here we have the simulator setup with the 172 setup right here. Of course the controls are the same, but we have the different engine controls there, and we also have the different panel. So let's set it up outside with the computer. So here, as we can tell, we have the navigator springboard starting from the left. We have dispatch to start the flight. We have instructor station to change the parameters of the flight. We have scenario store to get the scenarios, and we have sim management on the right side to manage the sim. Let's go ahead and dispatch. Alright. And then if you want the motion, you're going to have to press the yellow to green and start flight. As it's loading, you'll get the loading indication inside the simulator, and that shows that it's all connected, and you just wait till it loads. Alright, let's step in and buckle up. Okay, looks like we're in someone's backyard here. Let's change this up a little bit. Okay, looks like we are still in someone's backyard. Let's get out of here somehow. Alright, when the simulator's in this session, we'll have this box right here. Let's just go to launch instructor station, so we can change the parameters here. We'll go to position there. Alright, let's just put an airport, and I'll put K-Ord. Alright, Chicago here. We'll put ourselves in the air, altitude there, distance. That works for me. And it'll reposition us, and that'll be reflected inside of the simulator. Some of the nice things about the simulator here with the RedBird is they do have seat belts, leather seats. We also have our circuit breakers there. We have the audio jacks for the phone and mic there. We also have some air action going on both sides, and the pilot key if you have any saved up flights. We also have the emergency button here, the park and brake, rudder pedals on the bottom. We have our trim and fuel, of course, on the bottom there. We have our light switches, our master switch, and our key. Which, funny enough, if you don't have the key in here, you won't be able to start the plane or have an engine there. Looks like we're on final for runway 4, I believe. Okay. And to start the simulator, you can go ahead and unpause it. And the trim does seem to be touchy out here. Those clouds are looking dark. Looking dark. Looks like we're about a 4-mile final at this point. Alright, I'll catch you guys up in a little bit. We're about on a 3-mile final here. As you can tell, we have a Garmin 530 up above, simulated. We have a Garmin 430 simulated below. And you can also see the rain capability to see if you have satellites available. Of course, we have our ADF automatic direction finder for our NDB, non-directional beacon. We also have our transponder right there set to 1200 squawk VFR, and we also have our autopilot there, believe it or not. We have our flap indicator and our alternate static air, which actually we don't have a flap handle right now. Alright, looks like we're about 2 miles away at this point. Let me start bringing my power back here. For changing the panel, of course, we have these 4 screws that can be changed around here to change the panel from the Cessna 172 to the Beech 76. Also, there are 4 screws on either side. You can tell this one is not here right now, and you just lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, and 4 screws will get the controls here. There's also a computer-style plug in the back for this one, for the computer to get the signal from the controls. Also with this one, this is just like a circuit board behind the back side, like the green circuit breakers there. Also, we have light switches for the map switch there. Kind of cool green lighting situation going on, and also volume button if that's what you're into there. Hit some pauses. Alright, so that's the basics on the simulator here. Full power, airspeed lab, rotate. Alright, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this flight, and blue skies. Leaving altitude. Alright, looks like we've departed the O'Hare Airport, and let's go ahead and add some weather. So, let's click on the weather. And what would the Windy City be without wind? So, let's go ahead and add some turbulence there. Okay. Some turbulence. What's very interesting is as the wind is added, the little turbulence, you also get the bumps of the actual simulator, and you get a little bit of the visual bumps there on the screen. Here we're about 20 miles to the northwest of Chicago downtown. We have, looks like Winnetka to the left here, and on the north side of Chicago here on the right. Let's descend to do some sightseeing. Looks like we have Navy Pier there in the distance, and also John Hancock Center, sorry, and then the Willis Tower to the right there. We just crossed over Lakeshore Drive there, and we're over beautiful Lake Michigan right now. Navy Pier looks a little bit flatter than usual, and John Hancock Center, and also Willis Tower in the distance there. And looks like we have Soldier Field out there, and also the old runway, which is now actually a park of sorts. We have the planetarium there, the aquarium just to the right. Yeah. John Hancock building on the left there again. Ooh, it is windy out here. Alright, let's go ahead and add some weather now. Got some wind, let's get some weather. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do low IFR. Yes, apply weather. Alright, now we're talking. Alright, so we're about 35 miles to the southeast of the O'Hare Airport. And let's see if we can bring this down to the ground in one piece, huh? Yes. So it says 242. So let's head to 242. Nice small bank there. You know, this is quite an experience with the turbulence here. Oh boy. And once we're finished, we can turn off or press the end button and then turn off the power. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys learned something, and blue skies.